Take a look at this. Arkansas farmers, many of them lifelong Trump voters, are now begging Washington for a bailout because their farms are collapsing under his policies.
Almost everything that could go wrong for Arkansas farmers did go wrong this year. And it's so bad that many are facing bankruptcy or even the closure of farms that have been passed down for generations. A dismal global market and plunging commodity prices mean there's little to no hope of breaking even for many farmers, even as sky-high input costs rise because of inflation and now tariffs. Not to mention bad weather earlier in the year.
So after a horrible year last year where most farmers in Arkansas Delta lost money, this year's going to be worse.
Though President Trump's big beautiful bill provided a much needed update to safety net subsidies for farmers, they won't see those federal dollars until late next year, by which time some have projected that as many as 1/4 or even 1/3 of Arkansas farmers will face bankruptcy or be forced to leave the business amid the crisis the American ag economy is currently in. It's already taken its toll this year. Today, Arkansas farmers gathered to share their struggles with staffers from the state's congressional delegation, pleading for Arkansas lawmakers on Capitol Hill and the governor to convince President Trump to provide emergency funding to help them make it to next year.
We have to have ad hoc payments right now to make it through this year.
If there's no emergency funding this year, there will be 1 out of 3 farmers will file bankruptcy.
Until the federal government steps in to save them, farmers have no one to turn to but God.
Farmers, in my opinion, dear Lord, and it's only my opinion, are closer to thee than anyone else on this earth.
So the same people who cheer when Republicans rail against big government are suddenly demanding big government checks to keep their operations alive? Let's be real, this crisis didn't come out of nowhere. Trump campaigned on this. Commodity prices tanked, tariffs jacked up costs, and Trump's so-called big beautiful bill delays help until it's too late. And here's the hypocrisy. For years, these folks have been told socialism is evil. But now that the free market has chewed them up and spit them out, they're praying for socialism to save them. These are the same voters who were fine with cruelty as long as it meant deporting immigrants or stripping healthcare from someone else. But the second that cruelty comes for them, suddenly it's tears and prayers for government help. This is the classic fuck around and find out. You voted for the guy who promised cruelty and chaos, and now you're shocked when it lands on your doorstep. The sad part, the human toll is real. Generations of farm lost, and all because of political choices that put ideology over survival.